Hello, beautiful souls. I am so excited and grateful to have each of you here today. My name is Christina, also known as the Rainbow Warrior here on YouTube, psychic medium and Reiki master teacher working out of the Virginia area. I should mention I teach Reiki certification courses, 1 through teacher level, and I also do individual Reiki sessions. So if you're interested in those services from me, you can hop into my About section on my channel and click on the link to my website. But enough of that. So today's session has a theme of inner vision. And I wanted to create this session, especially since we're coming up on the holidays. And quite often, many of us don't always feel the most supported during the holidays. So I wanted this session to be some energy support to help you get through those holidays, but also maintain the most supportive inner vision of yourself during the course of the holidays. So what do I mean by that? I specifically want to call forward the energy of how our most supportive friends and family members perceive us and see us. Have you ever noticed that, like, your best friends, your loved ones, they always see like the best in you? And even like when they're paying us compliments, quite often we will reject the compliments that they're giving us. For example, I had a friend tell me a few weeks ago, "Oh my gosh, Christina, your skin just looks beautiful." And I was like, it's just my skin. I rejected that compliment. And when I talked to another one of my friends, they were like, "Oh yeah, your skin is always beautiful." Anyway, not to toot my own horn about something that small, but again, I rejected that compliment. And even just now, I kind of pushed that compliment away. And I want to bring forward the energy of being able to very easily accept these compliments, accept these perceptions of others when they're supportive of us, and not immediately reject them. I want us to have the most supportive inner vision of ourselves. One thing that felt like my guides were bringing up to me is, especially since we're coming up on the Thanksgiving holidays, perhaps some of you don't have the most supportive of friends or family members. And perhaps you're about to see these people. And anyway, my guides were giving me this feeling like perhaps many of us walk away from Thanksgiving and Christmas feeling kind of beaten up, feeling kind of self-conscious because we're around not so supportive family members during this time. So I want to pull forward the energy of support, the energy of empowerment during this session, so that you leave Thanksgiving and even Christmas feeling the most supported, the most confident, the most, again, confident, walking away from these particular events. I want you to be able to feel the most empowered, if that makes sense. So, sorry for the long intro. And I want to actually set our intention this morning. I have here my lumpy incense rope sticks. Fold this little guy. are going to set our intention for this session today. So as we begin, let's take a nice deep breath in and out as we bring our attention to our breath. Let's invite in the energy of unconditional love as we set our intention for this session. Let's state our intention to call forward the energy of support and empowerment, as well as our most supportive inner vision of ourselves. I'd like to call forward the energy of how our most supportive family members and friends see us. And I would like that energy to be able to seep into our auric field and help us very easily see ourselves for who we are, the most empowered version of ourselves, the most confident version of ourselves, so that no matter what is said to us during the coming days, we can very easily push those untruths out of our energy field and very clearly see ourselves for who we are. And so it is. So I have some rose quartz that I'm going to grid your body with. And I just want to call forward the energy of unconditional love into this space as we begin your session. So I'm going to set this behind your head. Place this in your right palm. Place this in your left palm. Place this at your feet. All right. I have some aura mist here that I made. This is lavender, juniper aura mist for relaxation. There's also some black tourmaline and clear quartz chips in this. Just spray, starting over your head. Right to your right. To your left. At your feet. And behind your back. Just setting the intention that this mist loosen up any energies within your aura that isn't supportive. Perhaps it's something that someone else has imposed in our aura that's an untruth about ourselves. Loosen that up. This is my Archangel Michael aura mist. And I want to call in the energy of our spirit helpers, our angels, our spirit protectors with this mist to help stay very close to us in the coming days prior to the holiday and into the holiday, so that if at any point during the holiday or in the coming days, if someone says something to us that does not reflect the most empowered, supportive version of ourselves, our aura just rejects it. Nope, you're not coming in. Nope, that energy isn't welcome here in my aura. Just bounces off. Alright, so I'm going to spray over your auric field here. In front of you. And behind you. Not sure if you can see it or not, but if you're seeing little wafts of smoke here and there, it's that incense that we used for our intention setting. Wanted that smoke to be able to really seep into your auric field. All right, I have here my sacred rattle. And I'm just going to rattle through your auric field again, setting the intention to loosen and very gently push out the energy of unsupportiveness, of false narratives about ourselves, untruths, like flat out untruths that people have told about us. We're going to release those things and welcome in the energy of support, the energy of inner vision, of self-confidence. So starting above your head. Down your shoulder. To your elbow. Down your forearm. To your wrist and palm, back up, around your armpit, down the side of your body, same on this side, down your shoulder, to your elbow, down your forearm, to your wrist, to our palm, back up, to your armpit, front of your face, around the jawline, down your throat, down your neck, at your clavicle, down your chest, down your left side to your hip, down your right side to your hip, down your thigh to your knee, down your shin to your feet. Down your left side again, to your left hip, down your thigh to your knee, down your shins, to your feet, round your back, and the back of your head, and your neck, the backs of your shoulders, and down your spine. Very good. Now I have here, this is a Resin Athame with gold flecks that they used. Look how pretty that is. And I usually use this ritual athame just as kind of like a symbolic tool because it's not sharp, it's dull. But I use this when I am plucking heavy projection energy, especially things that were said to make someone purposely feel disempowered or icky about themselves, if that makes sense. I like to use an athame during that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to scan your auric field, for any energies that might be imposed on us, that might have been projected upon us by other people, perhaps people that don't have our best interest at heart, perhaps those who may be jealous of us, whatever the case may be. We're going to pluck all of that energy out, okay? And this is not going to touch your physical body. It's going to come just out here into your auric field, okay? All right, so just scanning. Feeling some around the throat. Just gonna unhook those little tethers. Pluck that energy there. I'm also feeling like some projected energy kind of right in front of the third eye, almost like perhaps someone maybe even questioned your own intuition. That's what I'm feeling, so just gonna all right, I'm feeling some around your neck and back, so I'm gonna go back there. And actually, feel the need to bring out my onyx arrowheads here. Feels like some more heavy-duty hooks or little tethers are back there, so. All right. So I'm definitely feeling some around your neck area. So if you want to take a deep breath in, as I unhook these tethers. All right, and you can take a deep breath out if you have not already. All right, you should start feeling some relief and a release of pressure. Again, take a nice deep breath in. And when you're ready, take a deep breath out. Just pulling out those hooks. Once more, take a nice deep breath in. And as you exhale, I want you to imagine exhaling any energy of these hooks as well, out through your mouth. All right, exhale. Good. You might have felt some tingles as I worked back there. Might have felt some release of pressure. Okay. that energy. Here my Selenite Wand, and I'm just going to use this wand all throughout your aura to call out that last energies, the last energies of unsupportiveness, the things that people have said to us that were not true about us, but might have seeped their way in and kind of become part of our story, part of that inner critic's voice. Around to your back. Around your back. Going to infuse some Reiki symbols here. Just very gently pushing them down into the workspace. Using some balance symbols as I'm feeling called into the workspace. Some stones picked out for today's session. So I have two different pieces of labradorite. I have here my labradorite seer stone. So pretty, but look on the back here as well. There is more flash on the back. There is more just below the surface that is just as beautiful as what we see back here. This labradorite is a polished. Sometimes this guy's a little bit more shy about its flash. Such a beautiful flash of labradorescence. He's definitely a little bit more shy. But I wanted to bring out these stones to remind us to be able to very easily see that not just what people are able to perceive on the surface level of us is all of us. I want us to call in the energy that there's so much more to us than this meat suit that we wear. So I'm just gonna rub these stones together, setting the intention that this frequency of being able to very easily spot the beauty and the wonder on our exterior, but also everything that is below the surface, within our spirit, within our soul, within our energy. Pretty are these? So pretty. All right, I also have peacock ore. I love peacock aura. Aura. I think it's ore. Look at this. This was one of my favorite stones when I was still working my corporate job in healthcare because it reminded me of a heart, of like this confetti-filled heart. And I brought these stones out for the magic, for the beauty of all we are. To remind us that no matter what people tell us about ourselves, we decide who we are, we decide what we are, we decide the qualities about ourselves that we want to enhance or even possibly improve. But just as a reminder that each of us are so unique. Not a single one of us is just like the other. We're all beautiful. Handsome. Just very lightly tapping that around your auric space. I'm feeling called to keep tapping it around the throat as a reminder for us that even if perhaps we're confronted with someone who has unsupportive words for us, that we don't return that to them. That we shut it down right there where it starts. Okay, bye. I know who I am. I'm magic. Nothing that you can tell me about myself is going to change how I know I am and how I feel about my own inner vision. Last I have my Cinnabar. I think it's Cinnabar. Cinnabarate. It's not Cinnabar. This is one of my favorite stones. It quite honestly, every time I work with the stone, it reminds me of some of my most happy memories from family members who have long passed on to the other side, but were my most supportive family members. It's almost like this stone is like a scrapbook almost, if that makes sense. It has this energy of encapsulating all of my favorite memories about my family members that have passed on. for instance, each time I use this stone, I immediately think of Christmas time at my grandmother's house. I can almost like smell how Christmas time at her house would smell. But it brings in that supportive energy of our most favorite memories, of our most favorite loved ones who are on the other side now, who we miss so much. But I wanted to call in that energy of remembering how they saw us, how they treasured us. There's this little heart here on the Cinnabar. See if you can see. But there's this little heart. And when I was first working with this stone, I was surprised that I was having memories of my grandmother pop up. And when I started really looking at the stone, I spotted the heart, and it just felt like this little kiss, this little hug that she sent from the other side to me. So I want to call that in again, the energy of support, the support of our loved ones who have always been our cheerleaders. Maybe on the other side now. For some of you, they might still be here on the earth plane. How fortunate. But I just want to call in by tapping this stone, that energy. Remembering all the things that they used to tell us about ourselves. You're beautiful. You are so handsome. You have the most beautiful spirit. What a compliment. You have the most beautiful spirit, the most beautiful energy. All right. I have here some frankincense. But I wanted to bring this out as our little energetic Neosporin. I want to go around to those places where I removed that projection energy. Just place that there. Smooth out that energy. It smells so good. Around the throat. Face, around your back, around the back of the neck. I have here some leaves that have fallen from our front yard. We have a huge tree in the front and backyard. We call them Big Mama and Big Daddy. But Big Mama and Big Daddy have been dropping their leaves like crazy. And I wanted to call on the energy of seeing these things, these unsupportive things that have been imposed on us, that have been told to us about ourselves. I want you to see these unsupportive things falling away like these leaves, falling away very easily, just drifting down away from your auric field. Like, oh, there's one. Pluck. Oh, there's one. Pluck. There's one. Pluck. Here's another. Pluck. 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 Just very easily falling away. You can feel yourself getting lighter as these things fall away. We have our aura juice here, our energetic vitamin C. Spray all around you as we seal in this energy of support, of a confident inner vision of ourselves, supported self-esteem, right behind you. Just remember, see them falling away very easily. And lastly, I feel called to infuse some extra Reiki energy into your crown chakra to help you be able to navigate these situations, these people that perhaps, excuse me, hold you in a disempowered state, okay? To be able to very easily connect with the most supportive inner vision, to be able to easily reject untruths about who you are. And for those untruths or those disempowering statements about us to just bounce out of our auric field, to not even penetrate. Only the most supportive energy, only the most empowering energy can enter your auric space now. All right. I hope this session was supportive and helpful for you in some way. I send each of you so much love and appreciation and joy whenever and wherever you are in our world right now. I hope you have an amazing Thanksgiving holiday.